If you notice, I took the radiator out of the front of this car just to make it a lot easier to get to everything that was here. So I want to share something with you about bolt pattern because it's really important what order the bolts go back in. Let's start with this bolt right here. We're going to call this number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you notice right down here on the ground, I have them laid out in that exact order to help you out a little bit here. So this is the, I believe this is a E10 socket is what it takes for these. Yes, a E10. So this is what you'll use the E10 socket on. It's like a Torx type head if you look at it, and or star type. So here's the first screw, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. And if you notice, these last two screws have a slightly larger barrel and will also take a different type socket. So this is a E12 that's on this one. And as I said, a E10 on the first ones. So 1 through 6 are the E10 socket, and 7 and 8 are the slightly larger bolts and take the E12. And again, we'll be following that bolt pattern that I just shared here earlier, starting right here at number 1, upper left, all the way around to number 8, and they all go right in this order. Okay, something else I'd recommend you do is maybe use a little bit of multi-purpose grease like this and just put a tiny little dab of grease into the ends of the hoses that this has to marry up to. This one as well is going to connect right here, so we're going to put just a little bit right here. And this one's going to go right there. Get that tightened back up. But it just makes a water pump a lot easier to go in. And then also on the gasket, you're going to need to make sure you put a gasket on the pump. I put a little bit of silicone underneath it, the gasket silicone. It's either in blue or red. The color really doesn't matter, but just make sure it's gasket silicone. And then it'll help this stick so this doesn't fall off when you go to put this against the block. All right, so let's get this installed. Now that we got everything tightened down, it's snug, we want to torque each of the screws in. And so we're going to start here at the top. I'm going to make a good guess. That's good. So that's number 1. I'm going to go opposite it right down here. That's 2. That's 3. We'll change the socket. Go down here. That's 4. Change the socket out again. Here's 5. Change the socket out. 6. Socket out. 7. I think the last one I got left here is this one, maybe. No, that was torqued already. Okay. So we got it torqued all the way around. So go here, 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 back down here, over here, over here. So just go back and forth 180 degrees across and get it all torqued down. So they're not very tight, so don't over tighten them into the block. All right, so this is gonna be a 10 millimeter socket for the screws that go right here. I'm gonna put the pulley back on. 10 millimeter socket. And let's check this for alignment here. Kind of hand tighten them all first a little bit. Okay, these don't have to be overly tight as well. Just gonna make sure they're snugged up. When you get the belt on, you can make sure these are even a little bit more tight. So let's just give them a little crank here. All right, so we'll check them again when we put the belt on.